landmines and deployable turrets online.
Okay, pack up and regroup at drop site.
Roger that. I'm coming in.
Hey, call in the Thumper.
Echo Bravo 984. Site secured. Over.
That'll keep the bugs out.
Approaching drop site, package en route.
Right on schedule.
Turret 3. 1 in 5 are dead. Just lost 4. I'm out.
Cover!
Whoops.
Morning.
Whoops.
Where did that come from?
That's just a little filler I put together yesterday.
Surprise!
It's nothing crazy. Anyways, welcome to Firefall Live. I'm Faded Pets, your host and community manager. And we're going to have a fun one for you today. Today we're going to probably talk about PTS a lot. There's a lot of feedback going on, a lot of discussions happening. It's great. And yes, I'm back. Woo. Everyone's like, woo!
Blame
Scadu to stream Fridays. That way, we keep the content going, we keep the schedule going.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, you suck at the game.
Yep.
Like looking at him off
Why is
camera.
Brad giving me eyes? I don't know. Fires with the hum is the server room. There's not much we can do about that without breaking everything, unfortunately. Hi, Squeak.
Yeah, the little hum, but hopefully the other thing doesn't happen. That's supposed to happen. Does anyone know if that actually happened?
Did we? So if we suddenly cut away for a second,
we'll just be ready for it.
Yeah.
Real quick, where one of the things I mentioned on the forums 2 days ago, in the Amazon bug thread, is that we're putting together a patch. We've hit a milestone of sorts with where we're at with PTS and in the internal build. We're able to catch our breaths, and what we have a look at the hit list of the top major pain bugs that are bothering players. So there's still a few things we can't fix, but we're hoping to fix some things like music. We gotta fix for the music.
Big one on the
some Amazon encounter fixes, potential fixes. They might fix some things, but other bugs may surface. So we're gonna give it a shot.
Raid bugs, Not necessarily like...
That might not be the end all, but it's going to
Yeah.
fix one of the...
Going to fix one case that was pretty egregious, at least. So.
Yes.
But yeah.
I haven't been on live.
PTS is
That's the story of my career.
kind of addicting.
I haven't been on live since I joined since I had access to the internal build.
I know, right? Yeah. I still play live. Love it.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a pretty cool. Well, I'm trying to catch up with.
Yes. We have two
YouTube.
chats to watch now, and it's an
Read
adjustment.
all this stuff.
And yeah,
All
also
right.
the YouTube chat is.
Fix that funky music, right, boy? Yeah.
All right.
Can you keep doing that? With the same.
I mean,
know.
if you really want me to.
A lot of people were bothered by the music not happening. I don't even know how that. Oh, you know what it
Code
was?
magic.
I think they were saying like some of the in one of the migrations, the last branches, like the audio files got corrupted, so they had to go back and fix a whole
Gotcha.
bunch of them.
That sucks.
This chair was not taken out of a dumpster. This is a classy chair.
Yeah.
It's taken out of like a 1970s airplane. Yeah, it's classy.
Dang. Yes, YouTube chat. I'm true. We simul-stream Firefall Live on Twitch and YouTube now, so that there's a VOD up on YouTube immediately. Since which is nice.
we immediately as opposed because everyone's like, wait till YouTube. You know, we get it on Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah.
Now we get to have it like
Immediately.
and before the community team's no longer allowed on PTS.
Like
Speaking of PTS, so day after I went on vacation,
Yes.
I think.
Like Frank's gone. Hit the button.
Hit the button. Go live. Like, really? We patched a lot of our major changes over to PTS, and I've been. The first thing I did when I got back was Skydude had a feedback report he sent out. I read that, and then I read through all the threads as much as I could. Someone provided a PDF. Read through that. One thing that keeps jumping out at me, and this is just like me more than I know it's not the overall feedback, but it's just one small point that keeps jumping out at me is about the voices and the voice acting.
Come on.
Those are typically those are temp voices. They're typically our writers, designers, world. It's
writers,
whoever they
yeah.
can grab and throw in the booth for like half an hour and just like
Jabberwocky,
so
lots of-
yeah.
Lots of placeholder voices, including things like in Crashdown, Oil Spill's voice has changed for the whole thing. It's because some of the lines,
It
some
changes
lines
like
are
5
changed.
times.
Well,
There's like 5
they-
oil spills.
Well, for Crashdown, it's all like even the old VO is still placeholder because there's some new lines, and so they were placeholder, and then just for consistency's sake, they recorded the old lines with the same placeholder, just so it was the same voice through the whole mission.
Yeah.
So we're not. Oil Spill hasn't changed. It's all placeholder. Any voice you hear, even most of the anything.
Yeah, most
all
of the sound
things.
effects are us going pew pew pew. While Mike sits be like, okay, what should this gun sound like?
Yeah, so we beatbox all of the. Yeah, when we patch the music back into PTS, wait, I mean PTS already has music. Never mind. That joke doesn't work at all. Damn it. Well, water. It's fine.
Go back to drinking.
It's fine. Nothing bad happened.
Voices might. So typically, the stuff like bandits commenting and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are actually like they're lower key as opposed compared to like say
Story
Captain
view.
Fuller or
Yeah.
Arrow. But if like a random bandit's like, and he's like taunting you, those are a little bit more low key, and we can use.
It's not a new voice, Oscar. It's a placeholder voice. It's placeholder.
It's all they should be placeholder. Typically, what we do is we record these. In the day when we were first testing Coral Forest, and we had these quests that were sending you around, and we still an arrow talking to you, sending you to Sunken Harbor.
Sean Chapman, I'm pretty sure.
No,
So,
no. Chapman was just in QA at the time.
Oh, it's way back. Okay, gotcha.
So it was a designer and a writer, but it was like Oil Spill would talk, and then Arrow would come in with this deep, manly voice, and it's like, wow.
My favorite was still the like in the I'm pretty sure it was in the initial parts of the 1.0 internal stuff. We had the Sean Chapman Arrow voice.
Oh God.
Hey, Aries 35, how's it going? That was probably my favorite placeholder voice.
A little bit like Jimmy from South Park.
Yes, it was. Oh man.
But yeah, so typically what we do is we record that, and then we bring in some voice actors to actually act out the parts, so that we're not using people in the techniques of voice acting.
Yes, the bandits do say woohoo when you kill them, which I have a lot of entertainment out on PTS.
Gotta be.
Brad and I were discussing
It's
yesterday.
the ultimate high.
Brad and I were discussing yesterday that it's like in Futurama in the episode where it's human when they like push on his fat and it makes the woohoo noise. Anyone? No.
I
All right. Well,
actually haven't seen.
some
much
people will probably
Futurama.
get that reference. Other people.
I got the Snatch reference.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I did make a Snatch reference and he just picked up on it like that. So can't
Yeah.
complain.
So I took, but what I did, so the other thing I did when I got back is after I read through all the stuff was I took I played through the content. I got to 18. I actually have some footage of it. We could play some of that like while we talk about
Nice.
PTS. Picked a Dreadnought. I asked the mentors, what should I play? And they're like, Dread. Well, everyone said everything, but then it was
Naturally.
like, I think the second thing I read was Dread, because the first one was like ridiculous. I forget why.
Fair enough.
So
Nice.
there's my little Dread running around doing dirty deeds there.
Shoot them in the face.
Yeah, I mean, so
It's definitely not.
the story's
coverable.
changed. Yeah, the story's changed a little bit, but Dirty Deeds is kind of the same thing, the same flow. You got the boss at the end. A lot of the first thing was engineer. I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure the first thing was biotech. I don't know. I could be wrong. So here's one thing I want to point out. So another piece of feedback I read was dome shield for the alt fire.
Oh,
By the
yeah.
way, when I got an energy core, that shield lasted forever.
Yeah, I like it. I don't play Dread very much, but I enjoy. I am the kind of person I jet around all the time while I'm fighting. So like every time I switch to Dreadnought, I'm like shield and jet, and I can't.
Yep,
crap.
can't do that.
That's not a thing. But
Yeah, you'll catch me ground hugging quite a bit here, airborne and kill a few times.
I really like that trade-off of either use the shield. You can use the shield, or you can jump around and avoid fire. It's one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's cool, nice risk.
No. Yeah, so I mean, like, there's no major change here, but I mean, the big thing, the big point of contention is the combat, and how that feels, and it's cool because we're seeing mixed reviews because there are a lot of people that are getting pretty. I like the
I do too. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about around the same level, trying to do Dirty Deeds on production. I feel like it would take me longer to HMG, even if I got my power rating up. And I'm still running around unmodded. Actually, I think it's mods yet, but
Yeah. I don't remember exactly when they show up.
you see, like the Dread, even though it's got like we have like this recoil, this bigger spread, but really you're a lot more lethal. It's like you'll see those popping up in there. Dread I think it feels really good. Like you back like a few seconds ago in the clip, what happened was you saw me, like there was like bandits down the hall. I just used my alt fire shield to charge down. Extremely good close range.
Yeah, it's just mowing faces down. I need to play Dread characters at the moment. Like keep switching back and forth between them.
Says a Martha. Yep. That's true.
Pretty much.
It's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah.
Right now, it's pretty much a guarantee to get.
I'm pretty sure
when you
that
finish Crashdown.
I think that was a change that went to live, if I remember correctly. The first time you run through non-hardcore version, you're guaranteed the
Oh. Yeah,
item.
that's true.
Yeah,
I guess it's less impactful. Like I feel like it's a little more impactful
sure.
on PTS there. But yeah, I mean we got a lot of different changes, and really I really like them because it feels like the frames are a lot different from each other. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
using an engineer on PTS, but I played an engineer internally and then the combat test. That Tesla feels a lot better. It's so much better. I like the way it changed.
The arc and the like arcing from one thing to another really helps the engineer deal with like types of enemies and stuff like that, which is something it could have an issue with sometimes, unless you carry a grenade launcher. Which is it's nice to not have to.
What have you been playing on PTS? I missed your.
On the stream, I
Purposefully.
played Recon for the first half and Assault for the second half, because I skipped Crashdown, so I had two characters.
We've all seen Crashdown.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't think people wanted to watch Crashdown again, but
Which is why I'm like sitting there.
yeah,
I have friends with me there.
Whoop, whoop. High Tide's pretty fun. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen that, we've mentioned new operations. First one of those is also on PTS.
Yeah.
They talk about a whole lot before the build actually went out. We're like, hey.
Yeah, we're like,
there's
oh
an
yeah, by the way,
operation
that's really
Yeah.
cool.
But this is High Tide, right?
This is High Tide, yes. So, you know, you go find a nice ship. Why? I noticed that there's a merch on the rewards for like the login streaks.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
there's a
think
bunch
that's
of the rewards are all placeholder. There's a merch. There's the like toxic Aranya pet from Hazardous Research.
I think they're just like goofing around.
Yeah, they're just like throw items in there, whatever. Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
probably because we don't have them built yet. We're still gotta build in what it's exactly.
Systems designers will be figuring that out.
So I take a couple. I blame the bio. Bio. I think Amball was the bio. Playing with Amball and
just
Yatara.
just shoving the blame onto other people, friends.
Yep. That's. Oh wait, you're supposed to blame me.
Yeah. Well.
How do you trigger the alternate path? I can't tell you that.
Be good, obviously. I remember the first time I played through this was with Scott Dude when we just like hopped in and it was just the two of us. It took us so long to like get through. That was also like when it first went to internal and it was kind of bugged, but you like go outside and fight all the bandits or whatever. They're all just running around in T-pose.
Oh,
and we couldn't actually shoot them with non-splash damage weapons. So I was in my recon just like, you have fun, Brad. I'm gonna shoot down the dropship. It's good times. But yeah, no, I really like High Tide. It's fun. I'm excited, and I'm excited to play through the.
Yeah, I mean, done. What? There's two other ones still.
Should be.
At least blocked out. I don't know if they're yet. But they'll be woven into the storyline that we pull you through between like the open world job style content, and then the core mission style content, and then the campaign instances. Which will probably, like we said, probably do less of those and more of the core mission style instances.
Yeah,
and then the
goal,
operation like this will be the bigger group instance content.
Yeah, and the operations will have like level 40 hardcore modes and everything. So, but yeah,
that dome.
that dome though.
Yeah, the reason why we changed on that is. As Cowboy pointed out, we wanted to keep the visual style consistent.
You can destroy.
Right.
Or like,
I remember, and we spoke about this when we had Mark Downey and Derek Warner on a few weeks ago. We talked about how I was passing by a meeting where Cowboy was talking to the world building team and the level designers about how, you know, it's important to visually communicate. Like, see a mesh fence, you typically think that that's not going to stop bullets. So don't put that they're expected to get behind cover, because a lot of our mesh fences they do stop bullets. You can get cover behind them, but it doesn't really communicate really well. So it's just kind of, that's an extreme example, but I mean it's overall trying to maintain that, like, I know what this this object does or this force field does. I know its damage absorption, blocking, you know.
Watching mentors play.
Watching mentors play?
Watching Pez play with mentors, I guess.
Yeah, I was playing with them.
Because
No one was on. I asked people in zone. I'm like, who wants to do iTide? Oh, well, that's something that was brought up.
What'd you do? I wasn't looking at the screen.
You're in combat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The combat detection is still a little bit. It was in the combat test, that's for sure. But it's still a little wonky, but play, so.
Drake asks, what's with all the spinning mobs on PTS? Are there even still melee enemies? There might be some melee enemies, but they were all given range.
Like the blub.
Yeah, it just whoops.
Oh my gosh.
That was coming.
I'm good at this game. It's fine.
I believe it was a decision made by the team as a whole, range mobs, because melee mobs were just too easy to mitigate. I mean, we've seen this in the past.
Just
like
jumped it up in the air and shoot down.
And we fixed that. I did the air quotes thing. So we fixed it by melded hissers. They jumped a ton of damage.
Yeah, those guys are
like that wasn't really a great fix. So will there be melee mobs in the future? But the idea was to basically make the combat matches, right? The enemies follow a certain pattern. You have a certain methodology when you approach an encounter.
Yeah,
pilot tokens came up.
Yeah, pilot tokens as
pilot
of
tokens,
now.
what we're doing with pilot tokens are completely up in the air right now.
As of now, there are no plans to remove them that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I mean we're still doing advanced progression.
As we said many times, we've talked about when we talk about advanced progression, but we don't have exact answers to give because we don't know yet.
A lot of people are bringing up the pilot tokens, and we'd love to get in there and answer that for you, but you can theorize if you'd like, but really, we haven't said what we're doing with them yet. We're still figuring out how we'd like to use those and how. So hold off, because this is going to be a while before this all changes anyway. So some of it we feel while we work on more immediate things like progression works, how crafting works, so we can work on those and tinkering. So we can work on those immediately and then hold off like those. But those are certainly in our minds, and we will be talking about them. So we don't have anything for you just yet.
And goddamn right.
Yes.
There you go, Brad. Oh,
Hey,
too much.
hey.
Too much.
What I tell you about messing with stuff? Well,
They were just saying that it was sad
I'm sorry.
as well.
It's
Better now.
Yeah,
we're reading you. It's just I
don't have a telescope.
got the binoculars out.
I'm gonna get the binoculars out in time. You have 290 pilot tokens left. I don't believe you.
That is a lot of pilot tokens.
So use or hold pilot tokens. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll know soon after we know. Maybe not the day of, but trust us, we're not just holding back information on this from you. It's still being discussed.
That's the thing,
we just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because our silence is not so much that, well, we don't want to tell you guys anything because we don't want. We don't want to tell you what the plan is because we don't want you to be mad at us, and it's also not that. It's just that we really don't. We still have we're spending our resources doing something else, but I don't want to get out there and repeat over and over that. Hey, we're still gonna figure it out, but we're not gonna tell you yet. I mean, we try to post that every now and then, but if I went and posted that in every thread, I think that'd be just as annoying.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We can only say the same thing so many times before it just sounds like we're, But
Ankart, that's a great thing to point out. How am I supposed to get the perks at low levels with my maxed out frames? If I don't get,
gotcha.
if I can't get rep, but I don't get rewards for doing that. That's a great question, and that's something we can bring up to we could bring up to the team to make sure that considered, so that I'm all maxed out and I didn't do my rep when I was leveling, or hey, I'm all maxed out because I'm maxed out and then you added this. We need to make sure that that's taken care of for you guys.
Jordan Jones, I haven't heard anything more about them looking at the module migration again, but I'm sure Cutfish has been pretty good about communicating that kind of stuff on the forums when he's been working on it. So, but yeah, haven't heard any more yet.
Valorel, that's correct. So the Dread can shoot and use the shield on its alt fire at the same time.
Yep.
So, and you don't have to hold down the buttons. You just hit it, comes up, and then you just fire through the shield. It's pretty cool.
And you can hit it again to.
Remember when that was a bug?
And now it's a feature.
Yep.
Yeah. Hardcore core missions is something that's being discussed in CART. I know Phobos mentioned that, or no. Sorry.
This is
yeah,
no surprise.
it's being discussed. We don't have.
Fate Herald asked, geez, I'm more concerned about the frames. Like, I don't care about the pilot tokens. There it is. I care about the frames themselves.
Somewhere in that list. There you go.
I read it and then it was like, I missed it. Anyways, yeah. So the frames themselves. What specifically would you be concerned about? Because I mean, all you have unlocked, you keep. So.
I mean
I mean, really, if you have an advanced archetype, you will not have an Accord frame for that archetype. That's really the only difference. But you will still, if you had gear on that guy, you'll still have all the gear. So,
be the advanced levels for the advanced frames. Yeah, that's what we mean when we talk about advanced progression. That means basically
what you do with experience once you're maxed.
Yeah. So we are working on plans for that. They're not finalized yet, as we've mentioned with the pilot. Also with XP, it's still being finalized, but I think it's pretty safe to say that once that's finalized, there'll be a looking forward blog about that. But
yeah, well, we have a lot of looking forward blogs to talk about. We still got to do PvP, crafting. So we're still working on arena PvP. Derek was telling me he was blocking out, or not blocking out, but cleaning up one of the TDM maps.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one. Yeah.
And he said he was going to shoot me an invite to that playtest when that was ready. So, yeah, PvP is still being worked on. Muffin his systems. We're working on what we want it to be, as well as like, okay, well, that's what we want it to be. What can we do with the resources we have? So.
Yeah, I think I was on probably that TDM map last week sometime. It was very placeholder boxes and stuff like that, but it was fun. Perks will be.
It takes some questions.
Should probably comms on. Oh, I need to put my comms in.
I wonder if my comm's on. No, I had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad the camera came back.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what future cosmetics we have planned yet.
Yes, there will be future cosmetics.
Yes.
That is your spoiler.
Yes.
Yes, core missions will be repeatable. There isn't a UI to support it yet, which is pretty much smart, I think.
Yeah.
But they will be, and it'll function similarly to how the campaign missions do now, in that like you can do it with a higher level frame, but it'll down level your power level to the level of the mission, so that you're not just blowing through it easily. So.
Mecha heads for the helmets. Yes.
New battle frame isn't something that's going to happen for soon, Oscar. But
what about a perk loadout system? That's something we spoke about.
That's something we have.
Not only perk loadouts, but actually like equipment loadouts as well. That's something we spoke about.
Yeah, that was one of the big complaints we heard when we first, announced the progression changes, was people that use their cord frames for different loadouts. And yeah,
we've created a design for it. It's just a matter of the time and resources to create it.
Is Rivali in with us? So you can just not.
Yeah, but it's possible that we didn't switch the soundboard. Do we have this? Do we have TeamSpeak on? We got it. Concerns about existing game style that are developed each frame.
Oh, that's a long thing. But
The fear about the frames is that it will encounter focus setup combos that exist and feel powerful, pack a punch. No matter the situation, everything will require teamwork because of the increased synergy between frames.
so many words.
That's a lot of words, but I mean, really, the is that distinct place. You wanted a distinct play style for all the frames. Like, there really shouldn't be a case where it's like, for example, I join a game and I'm like,
Nope.
oh, we
There's
Rivali.
Rivali.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
We'll get to your question in a second, Baran. We got Rivali on here.
No, you finish it. I just want to comment and stuff, and it's gonna be too late.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, basically so the idea is that, like, I want to play, I like the guy that's, like, the big, heavy guy, or if you, like, think about an archetype that you know that you can resonate with, right? That you know that that's kind of what you were looking for, as opposed to everyone kind of doing everything.
Yeah.
Or performing kind of similarly.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm like the opposite. Like the smaller, fast kind of get in and like shoot from long range. So that's why I've been playing Assault and Recon and loving it on PTS. I love the Recon on PTS. I'm having so much fun just like running around scopes.
I don't know. My choice really varies from. I don't know. It's in our game. I guess it just changes with the mood, right? Because I'll like play Dreadnought a lot, and I'm so used to playing Dreadnought, and then I'll like switch to Biotech and be like, oh wow, this is pretty cool, and play Biotech. On production, I have my Mammoth, then I have a Cat, a Raptor, a Recluse, and I'm working up an Electron, and it's like, I like all of them, really, when it comes down. The idea is that we wanted to create that whole like unique feel, like this is kind of like the setup, and you're right that you might have to bring certain setups, bring ideal setups to complete certain content, but that's kind of I don't think that's necessarily a con to the game.
I always feel like it should be like there should be. Yeah, if there's a right way to do it, doesn't necessarily mean the only way to do it. Or no, sorry, the best way to do it doesn't mean the only way to do it. So like,
darn YouTube.
Yeah, like having a diverse team comp may be easier, but that doesn't mean you can't go in with like 20 assaults to try to do Kanaloa just because you want to, because you can still try those things out.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk about it like on production, I mean, it's still like people were taking, like going to kill Banklon. It's like, okay, we need 16 Dreadnoughts, 2 Raptors, and a couple of and 2 Dragonflies, like. So we're trying to make that a little bit more diverse. Anyways, Rivali, we got you on TeamSpeak.
How's it going, Rivali? Do we still have you on TeamSpeak?
We might still have you on TeamSpeak.
Rivali. Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so basically I've been playing the PTS, and so far I'm having a really good time, actually.
Yay.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, except for a few hiccups with a few things. Like, when I go and, go to shoot the Chosen in the little area at the beginning intro, it doesn't really explain why you should equip weapons. It's just like, it pops up and I'm like,
put a weapon
okay.
on.
Shoot it in the face.
Okay.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
yes, I've been playing an Assault, and so far it's been a really good experience. I'm really happy with that.
Nice.
Awesome.
We're happy you're happy.
It's so interesting because other people like don't really like the way the Assault plays right now. But
like the
if I remember correctly, you're an Assault fan, Raleigh, and there's other Assault fans out there that really enjoy how it's playing out right now.
The alt fire is really, really. Love it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it really is. Particularly with Overcharge. It's just like...
It's, that scatter shot. Oh my goodness.
It'll just like, afterburnering in and just like shotgunning a couple people in the face, then like afterburning out again, and then lobbing some plasma in. It's a lot of fun.
Well, what I do is basically come it from up high and then just jump in the middle, do the alt fire a few times, then run out.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just,
So I'm really happy that the player progression doesn't suck.
So are we. So...
That's good. Hopefully, we'll keep down that track.
That's what we're going. Not sucking. All right.
So what are you gonna do with the tide pool area now that basically it seems like rather useless area now?
Well, it's partially. I mean, remember that job boards are turned off on the PTS build right now, and that's not a permanent thing. So there will still be like jobs happening around there and dynamic content and stuff like that. Like the
probably
PTS build,
more dynamic content than anything. I would say.
So there still will still be stuff happening there. This PTS build is still in progress.
I'm gonna tell you the TeamSpeak IP. It's right there.
Yeah.
Here.
Nope. Wait. There it is. I can't get there. My finger. Oh God, my head. Ah!
No.
All right, sorry. One of those days. All right. But yeah, we're glad to hear you like it. Yeah, we were wanting so long to get that build out so people could try it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that's the biggest thing when it comes down to this stuff is we could talk about it all we want, but
until you actually
try it.
like even showing videos and stuff like that, it's not really representative of what it actually feels like.
So showing that gameplay of me running through high tide or me playing that dread, right? It's you still don't really like kind of get the feel that like I'm not,
This feels so awesome. Like the first instance where I went with the tower defense, it was pretty awesome.
Bathsheba,
yeah, I really like that. I definitely would love if we expanded on that more going forward. As we're
I'm super happy that we're expanding the story like that, and we actually have Bathsheba in there. Yeah. She's really crucial to the whole storyline with Nostromo. So
she's crucial, but she was an enigma.
Yes. Well, the story with her is changing the doc around from like 2 years ago, like
throwback.
What the story was.
Oh yeah. When you first arrive in the PTS with a new character, he's in the back of the hangar.
Yeah,
just chilling. Yeah, Nostromo likes to chill and watch the new recruits.
I was wondering how many people would catch. I'm just sitting in the battle lab.
Nostromo's a loner.
Shouldn't you be a trans hub?
Nah, it's fine.
Fuller's around somewhere. We'll figure it out.
Day off. I'm just gonna relax back here.
Alrighty.
Finally, I got female or tattoo. Oh, sorry. I'm playing Pokemon Minecraft at the same time.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna take another call. Thank you for calling in, Rivaldi.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Yes, Nostromo with his personal ArcPort unit loves to just dart around.
Spanish.
Spanish, how's it going?
Hi, mate. Hi, Farfallers.
Yeah,
I have for a lot of questions.
Uh-oh.
Most of them are a bit silly, it's just my curiosity.
All right.
One of them is about the backpack. I mean, pieces of the armor on the back of the Mammoth and Dreadnought. Why the hell never match with the colors of the war paint?
Oh, I think it's because there's certain regions of the reactor that aren't war painted, so they're like they stay like gunmetal gray.
And another question: what about the decals?
The decals?
What about
Yeah.
them?
Oh, because they don't.
Oh, on the reactor.
They don't
Going on the
work.
reactor.
Yeah, they don't work on like all regions or something like that.
Yeah.
That's all stuff we need to. I think Lutz needs to work on, but we
Lutz is
have
a
him
busy
working
man.
on so many like other things.
Busy working, making everything work better.
Oh,
I guess,
wait.
mostly.
Yeah,
Yes. That's definitely
he's doing
something
a lot.
on the list, but
Yeah,
it's a long list.
but yeah, that's right. Like Josh said, that's certainly something that we've known about for a long time. And just need the time to fix it.
Okay. About the BTS, I hope this won't be a spoiler.
Okay.
I different enemies that when I'm fighting against them appear weak and icon of elemental damage. I still don't understand if means the game is telling me is weak against this fucking elemental damage or or means my primary weapon is making an elemental damage work is weak, you know.
I'm pretty sure that's saying that the enemy is weak. If the enemy is strong against that,
No.
it'll say sure, right?
Okay.
No, I think
No?
I think
Is
that's
that-
I think
is
think
that
it's the
not-
damage is doing weak
Really?
damage.
Okay,
The-
so
the-
you out of me.
I think it changed
I think it's
at
you're
some
doing
point.
weak damage to the enemy. Like your
Okay.
damage is doing, you're still damaging him, but he's weak. So we have these resistances, and the creature families are set up. Like certain creatures are will take more damage from from different damage sources than others. So
Yeah, this is what I think.
we need to I agree that probably needs to be communicated better.
Yeah, maybe I add the icon that appear on weak on the floating damage, add to the tooltip of the weapon or something like that.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know-
like which enemies. So like, there's that whole like idea of like you have to know which enemies, like what even kind of enemies you're dealing with, or the enemies you're fighting now. What are their resistances? And I think if you have a kinetic weapon, I don't think any. I think it does like normal damage, if not less than normal to most things.
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah, you need elemental damage.
But yeah, I mean that the whole is fairly newly implemented and not completely fleshed out yet. So I think that's still. I definitely do think it could be messaged better and figure out exactly what is what. But yeah.
So then, to be clear, when appear weak means that the enemy is weak against this kind of damage.
Nope, I was told it's
Jordan
flipped.
Jones is.
Yes. I think we've.
We'll double check at the office and make sure that we have which way is right.
Don't worry, I check it again.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll ask David Rogers when we get back. And let's make sure. But I'm pretty sure if you're doing less damage, it'll say
I think
resist.
Drake agrees with me though.
We're gonna ask when we get back.
Let's open a tweet on the phone.
All right,
Let's
all right.
vote.
We're not gonna.
Let's vote. Let's have a poll. What do you think this even means?
What does it mean?
No, it's true. I mean, it's really, it comes down to like, yes, we need a better way to communicate that kind of. That's stuff that they're definitely thinking of.
Another question that I have very interest is about the lore of the game. You know, the narrative. I like a lot of the change you have made. Fluid is awesome, no? But I spoilers. But the beginning have nothing to see with the lore that we have right now in the game. You know, about the arch problem, the crash, the Nostromo, you know, absolutely disappear. It's because it's the PTS and you are focused on this new narrative, you know, or
So-
gonna make synergy with the actual lore of the game. You know what I mean?
So that whole the new intro. I don't know for those of you who've seen it. You're right. It doesn't have like. It doesn't really like focus too much on the Arclight crash or the Firefall. Like the whole purpose of that intro was we felt like, and we've even gotten this feedback that our intro at the time wasn't really telling you why you're here, what you're doing. Doesn't really like set the stage for the story you're about to take part in. It's just like there was an arc light crash and there's explained in the new one, but we very briefly mention it and talk more about the there's a lot about the Battle of Sir Tao, Sir Khan, Typhon fighting back, and Ares rising up together, and that's really really what we're trying to do is like grab your purpose in the story right now.
And there's a lot of backstory to cover, and you don't want to like spend too much time harping on it. Particularly, you want to necessarily put it in there, but not necessarily as the main like this every time. But yeah.
Yeah, because there are little things like when you are on the beginning with the pilot of the dropship arriving to Copa, himself tells you, I don't know if this have to be with the Chosen or with the melding, like are different things, The lore that we have right now is like the melding, get the Chosens to the Earth, Well, doesn't matter. I copy that. Okay, so only just one thing. Thank you very much for your time.
Sure. Sure, God, just
after my experience on the PT, I have feel the game turn a lot of more shooter. Is this the way that Red 5 wanna walk? You know what I mean? It's more secondary on the stage,
Well, we had Cowboy on to talk about like the goal, and the goal is so that of our combat is to make it feel more fun and engaging, and still be a shooter, right? So, and that's kind of those are kind of the overall goals, like the really high level goals that he probably set for himself when he first started working on that combat. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea, is that we want to move in that direction where it feels. The guns feel more shootery. They feel more powerful.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have a nice day.
You too, Spanish.
See you, mates.
See
Bye.
Ya.
I'm always going to complain about this. Let's see.
Stupid TeamSpeak Android app.
Every time. Valorel, 1982.
Hey, Valorel, how's it going?
What's up, Valorel?
Hey guys, greetings from Venezuela. Long time speaking with you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I see in the stream right now from YouTube. It's cut away the stream entirely, and I see the introduction of the Firefall, the last one. I have a couple of questions to you guys. One of them, at the beginning of this change, Phobos speak about the battle frames. Indeed, we have the people like me playing the game from a long time ago. I don't understood what's happened with that kind of people like me from this perspective. I know he's spoken about it and tried to explain us what's happened with that, but to myself, I don't understand very well what's happened when the change come with us, with the people like us who have a lot of battle frame, some of them max level, some of them in middle level. So in the level when the new change come with the 20, and they be rising, right? Or
yeah, so
something like that.
Essentially, your max frames, they keep their level and everything. The frames that you still have in progress, it depends on what they are. If they're an Accord frame and they're over level 20, you'll probably have to choose. So if, like, for example, if I have a biotech and it's 27, an Accord biotech and it's 27 now, I'd have to pick I'd have to turn it into either a Dragonfly or a Recluse. If I already have those, I won't have an Accord biotech. All of the advanced frames, if you have, it doesn't matter where you have them, they will have to start at 20. Well, so the lowest they can be is 20 it's not like we're down leveling them. It's probably going to get bumped up to level 20 because electrons don't exist at level 5 in the new system.
Yeah, that's why, because I am an engineer. My engineers at top level, both of them, the Bastion and the Electron, because I love it.
You'll keep both of them there.
And the Aqua engineer is level 20 right now.
Yeah, so you won't have an
that's why.
Accord. You won't have an Accord engineer in that case. You will still have your Bastion and Electron. You'll get all the gear off of your Accord engineer, and you'll have all the perks because you unlock the perks.
Okay.
Anyway, so you'll still have all the perks and everything. You'll have your 2 advanced frames. It's just you won't have access to that Accord battle frame there.
And there's been a lot of edge cases brought up where like things like, oh, I have say Electron and Bastion at level 20 and the Accord engineer at level 40. What happens then? And that's something that we,
Yeah, that's all stuff that we'll have to
things like that. But
we'll have to work on, but we'll have to work on all the edge cases. But so the idea is that, and the reason why this happens is that when you start a character, you level, you pick an Accord engineer. When you hit 20, you choose to become a Bastion or an Electron. You don't You don't unlock it. You choose to become that. So, yeah, it's a choice to turn that engineer into that battle frame. So, that's why it won't exist at 20 or lower, or higher. Sorry.
And
I am speaking with some of my friends. That is the original idea of the entire Firefall, if I remember well. And it's good. It's good. I don't play in the PTS right now because I can't access. I don't know how, but I see the feedback from others of my friends who have people who don't ever play the Firefall ever, and they download the PTS and try testing, and they feel very nice. After I see the Lord Nikon videos in YouTube, I see the change are very good. I think it's my humble idea, my point of view. It's the right way, guys. It's the right foot, the right step, in the right way.
Awesome.
So that is what I will address you from private, because I don't can speak in the public right now.
Okay.
So maybe I send you a post.
Absolutely.
For you,
yeah. Whenever
to show you some things that need be changed. Maybe improve the experience for all of us who are here from long time, from the new people. But from now, what I feel when I saw these new things, it's very nice, to be honest. And the new storylines, the new new events are very interesting, very interesting.
Cool.
And the RS job, I hope you don't remove them, because I love it. All the time you spend in that ones. The stories, some stories are very nice, well done. Amazon, I love it, but I don't know. I need more with Amazon. I need the big guys there, like the Blackwater boss. You know, all the things we are asking for a long time. So is the right way, guys. Is the right way. Something. I don't know. Maybe Amazon needs something like that. So some amount of time or an event in the weekends.
Yeah.
When one big boss come and kick our asses, all of us. I don't know, something like that. But
I'm sure our live team's gonna cook up some cool things like that.
Yeah. For the most part of what I see, and I stay here for long, it's the right, guys. It's the right. I really congrats to you for work, and I see your life is here, so I can feel it.
Awesome.
Thank you for all the work. And keep going, and I hope this change make what we want to be with Firefall. Thank you.
Awesome.
Glad to hear. Thank you.
Alrighty, I'm done with that app for now. Thank you guys for calling in. Let's do. I saw your question while Valero was speaking to us. What happens if all my battle frames are level 16? Well, or level 40. 16 frames, level 40. I didn't have coffee soon
Brent's
enough,
still on
and I'm
vacation.
out of coffee. So what happens is you won't have accord frames anymore. You'll still have, like I said, you'll still have all the gear. So if you load it out, if you have all your accord, if you have like all epics on all your accord frames, you'll keep all that gear. But those frames will not exist. You'll still have all the perks. So you'll have like your Firecat, your Tiger Claw, your Dragonfly, Recluse. Just keep going. You'll have those 11 in the new system will become an advanced frame, and then you get through advanced progression later the opportunity to unlock the other advanced frame or another accord frame. And when you unlock another advanced frame, it unlocks at 20. And then when you unlock another accord frame, you start at 10 actually, because you don't have to go through the MPE again, and that's 10 levels, right? The first 10 levels is the MPE. And you really don't need to go through that whole, like, it doesn't really make that much sense. Like, all right, get back on the dropship, fly into Copa, go back through Warcom, save Warcom. Wait a minute.
You finished a frame, send him back to the battle lab.
Yeah, go back to the battle lab. Here's an assault rifle, there's a jetpack. This is how you jump. Yeah. I'd love to get to more of the questions. We've been out for so long, but we are starting to run out of time, and we still have to do Art Bro and caption this. So we're gonna move it on over to Thundercleese's favorite segment, which is Do You Even Art Bro?
Yeah.
Do you even art, bro?
I dropped something.
Your comms.
Whatever. We don't need comms anymore.
It's fine.
We don't need the comms for this part of the
We
show.
don't need those stinking comms.
Alrighty. Cool. So this week we're switching up a little bit for Do You Even Art Bro. Just a little switch.
Oh, really?
We're doing a little versus.
Oh.
So
okay.
this is today of just a tube versus extra soda art, and then we'll pick which one.
Which person?
Which person? Okay. Yes. Which person wins the art off? Art off. This is just a tubes. I don't know if we can. Wow.
I have seen it. So.
Yeah, it's a tube comic.
Oh man.
This is actually a real story. She said this is a real story. Weapon range 25 meters, enemy range is 26. And Cowboy was like, oh my God, why would it ever do this? Like, don't you hate it when that happens? And she's like, well, you should talk to the combat designer. He is the combat designer. Very
oh man.
And then the Tube Titans, Tube Command, Tube Cat. Oh boy. So that's Tube stuff. 3 entries.
Awesome comics. Love
Awesome
Tube
comics. And now we have extra soda.
Like, oh, yes.
And the story behind this.
This is a versus in and of itself.
Yes, this is extra soda toasting badly burned. Oh my goodness. That's extra soda and her favorite pinecone hat. I think all her characters, she's got the pinecone hat going on. And then last but not least, this one is titled Snow for Pez.
I forgot about this one.
So the story behind this is all through winter, I was teasing her about this. She's like, oh man, it's snowing so much here. And I'm like, well, no. So she sends me that picture.
That's when it came in. It's like, oh, fan art submission from Extra Soda. I looked at the picture before I really read. It's
why is this one empty?
Yeah, what's happening here?
Oh,
I looked at the email. Oh, I get it. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit! No,
Alrighty, so Josh.
I have no idea.
Snow for Pez win.
This might be the hardest choice I'd make on Firefall Live. Because they're both awesome. And both, very different styles.
Yes. It's a white rabbit in a snowstorm.
I always love the
You gotta
picture of the
pick
little,
someone.
Like, guitar pick.
I don't.
Polar bear blinking in it. I don't wanna. All right, I'm gonna give one vote to both. I'm gonna be Sarah and give one vote to both. Because I can.
It's a zoomed in picture of a polar bear.
Zoomed in picture of this couch, clearly.
Tube?
Yep, I love those comics. I always get a chuckle. I love the one with Cowboy. 'Cause I love that it's based
that
on a
one.
real
That
story.
one was really good because I can picture that actually happening.
Yep. But,
Don't you hate it when that happens?
but I love your stuff too. I love them both. They're both awesome. I have to choose Soda.
Fine, I vote for Soda. Also, because Shoop thinks the Canucks are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that's right. Blackhawks are obviously going to
So,
that's a game tonight.
for a tiebreaker here.
Community. Yeah, it's throw it to the community.
Community.
Because now we have to wait 15 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
You can go back to singing and dancing.
I don't remember what I was singing.
I don't either, thank God.
Fair enough. All right.
Soda, tube, soda, tube.
Chubb. Who's Chubb?
Soda. Wow, it's a split.
Oh, God.
I'm feeling a split. Well, slight tilt towards tube.
Some tubes. Oh, but then
Crazy Jeremy both. John Galt Soda. Oh, man.
Is
Chewbacca. That's a good one.
I like
both. All right.
roll a d6.
We can roll a d6. Does anyone have a d6? Programmer says Soda. Do you really? Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is a d6 gonna do?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we
one
can
to
say
three.
like 1 to 3 is Tube and 4 to 6 is Soda. Programmer just voted for
saying both.
Oh my God.
Not helpful.
Knife Lady actually isn't here.
Yes, we got Brad on the track
She's
yesterday.
out. So For Reals goes for
Okay.
Tube.
Oh Jesus.
We got a D6.
Oh no, my phone. I'm ruining everything.
All right.
From fabulous Las Vegas, even.
From fabulous Las Vegas.
It's fabulous Las Vegas.
Why not use a D2?
Because
There isn't a.
I don't
Oh,
have
it's
a coin on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
so
roll
we're
on the
saying
table.
1 to 3 is 4 to 6 is Soda.
Yeah.
6.
Soda. Dice? Nope.
I don't know.
We're good.
It's from Vegas, so you never know. That was 2, but all right. So
Even
it's
the dice is split. 5.
all right,
Soda.
The 2 or 3. It's
Best 2 or 3. Soda.
Soda. Congratulations. I did not roll a 7. That would have been strange.
That would have been amazing. Thank you, Thundercleese, for your awesome dice.
Oh man.
That should be the thumb. Just one is Thundercleese with his dice.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then die.
Yeah.
Feels fine. All right, let's kick it on over to caption this. Each week
Oh,
on
goodness.
Facebook, we put up a picture of a candid photo. We need to get more of these.
Yeah, we do.
of people working and try to surprise them and then be like, hey, can we show this? Like, what? So this week we picked, this is Eric, one of our world artists. He's super talented. He works so well and
absolutely.
fast. Doodling is a fine art. It certainly is. Maybe in our world there lives a happy little tree over there. Was that you, Nas? I think that was Nas.
I saw some post the other day where someone like actually watched like all of Bob Ross's videos and counted up how many happy little trees and happy little bushes there were. And it was like very close to one per painting. Pretty awesome.
I still don't understand why I can't add my neighborhood. Have you seen where he lives? We already have Shantytown in the game. Oh, I'm just kidding. Just once I'd like to add dancing unicorns. Don't we all?
Fluffy unicorns dancing on
Don't
rainbows.
we all? We don't make mistakes, just happy little
We're
accidents.
about Roscoe, and all right, all right.
That's true. Eric loves to play paint by numbers. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Probably.
he does. I wonder what would happen, like, if we just switched his Wacom with that pad and pen over
There's
there.
a chosen in this rock, but that's our little secret.
Sleep voidlings will eat me.
Voidlings, that's not our game.
More Bob Ross. No Knife Lady OS. Sorry, guys. 3 Bob Ross.
Oh,
That's typically how these captions go. Usually we people tend to gravitate towards one or another.
Yeah.
They pick a direction and everyone runs
Run
that
with
way.
it. For better or for worse.
For better or for worse. Sometimes it's for better. Sometimes. Hey, glass is half full. All right, everyone. So we're gonna try and get a guest for you next week.
Yes.
Maybe we can talk to Alex or because he did Operation High Tide.
Yeah,
Maybe get Derek back on here. We'll figure out some guests. One cool thing, I was actually talking to Doug Cope, Slug Monkey. We've had him on the show before. He's one of our modelers. He did the model for the APC that the Reavers take in on High Tide, and I found the concept. He's actually got some like work in progress of him working on the.
Cool.
Get crafting, dude. John, I know he wants. I want to see how that's coming along, but I don't think we're ready for crafting hero yet.
This will definitely be on when crafting is more ready to be talked about. That's we definitely.
Muffin Man is I have on the show. Like what I to actually programmer about was I want to have Muffin Man and programmer on the same show, and then we can have
head to head.
Right, we can have programmer playing, Muffin Man commentating, and I'll be like running observer mode between them. I think that'd be a really fun show, like doing a play test.
I agree.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Get Tinker Man. Tinker Man.
Cloud Chaser's been on before.
I want to see like superheroes of Red
Tinker
5.
Man
Tinker
away.
Man, crafting hero.
Into the Weenie Mobile. Weenie Man away.
Oh
get that reference?
My goodness.
You get that reference?
Yes.
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 2 for 3. All right. Anyways, as we stumble our way to the finish.
Get colder. All right, guys. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna try and get some people on. Talk to them, show off some of their work. We have a lot that we can show off now. I mean, a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that we can show off that everyone's like, ooh, I don't want to show that yet. Also, new intro cinematic. It's not done yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Have Ryder on at some point.
Yeah. He did such good work on that.
You know,
and is continuing.
And
to
someone
do
from the media team here too to talk about that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's coming together so nicely. Anyways, that's us. We'll see you next week, same time, and have a great weekend.
Good weekend, guys.
What is it, Dreadnought weekend?
XP weekend.
Have a great
I
XP
think.
weekend.
Maybe, I think it's XP weekend.
This is Accord Control. We are prepped for space fold. Initiate on Admiral's mark.
Initiating space on Nostromo's mark. 3, 2, 1.
Arclight, this is Accord Control. Did you copy? Arclight, are you there? Arclight, do you copy?
This is Nostromo. We're still in Earth orbit, but losing altitude rapidly.
Stand by, Arclight. We're scrambling rescue shuttles now. Just hold tight.
There's no time. Dr. Bathsheba reports we've lost all power to the orbital drives. I need you to project the Arclight's impact site. Begin ground evacuations and scramble disaster teams.
I can confirm that, Accord Control. Loss of orbit is irreversible. I'm in chambers. It is critical that you recover it immediately.
Understood. Admiral, initial projections indicate a South Atlantic crash zone.
Control, divert the 3rd Fleet to the South Atlantic.
Yes, sir.
Bathsheba, can we re-trigger the arc drives?
No, there's some kind of external interference that's locking them up. I can try diverting power from weapons to the orbital thrusters. It'll give us a little control.
Do it. Maybe we can ditch in the Atlantic.
Sir, calculations are firming up. Looks to be Fortaleza, Brazil. Alerting authorities there. But casualties in the blast zone look to be close to 100%.
What? That can't be.
Orestes, is Amelia still living?
Bathsheba, get me those thrusters, now!
We've got a 5-second burn left at maximum power. That should get us clear of Fortaleza.
Negative, Arclight. If you ignite that burn, 5% chance you hit Rio.
Ready the burn. Give me manual control.
Sir, you